Hi guys, thank you so much for joining this 7 days class. My name is Samuel Linus and I'm super excited to have you here. At NEDI, we are a peer-to-peer edtech platform that allow people to learn in peers, groups, and communities. It simply means that gone are those days when you'll be learning alone and you have questions to ask, but nobody to ask questions. You wish you're a part of a community. You wish you have a mentor. You wish you have a learning mate, somebody you guys can learn and grow with. But unfortunately, you're learning online, so there is no one like that. But with NEDI, you have access to all of those things and even more. When you enroll for our platform, you have access to a one-on-one mentor. You'll be able to schedule a clarity call with your instructor at will. You will also join a support group where you can ask questions at any point in time. You will also be part of a weekly live class where you'll be learning and growing with other people. And guess what? You will also be paired with an accountability partner, somebody that you guys can learn and grow with and also build rapport as you advance in your career. And at the end of the career roadmap, you also get personalized portfolio review and job support. Don't forget to go on our platform and turn on your subscription. It's just a monthly token. That being said, don't forget to also subscribe on this particular YouTube channel so you'll be notified when we upload subsequent lessons, right? So without wasting much of our time, let's get into this particular video.
You're welcome back. In this video, we'll be looking at page layout. Now, this is one principle that you will not see if you go online and you want to Google how to come up with layouts for pages and so on and so forth, right? But when it comes to web page design, you definitely realize that coming out with page layout is one of the things that beginners actually find kind of confusing. So in this video, we'll be going through that and we'll be seeing how we can basically come up with some of these things, right? So let's go ahead. Now, what exactly is page layout? So page layout simply means how do you want to design your page entirely and how does it work between from row to row. Let me ensure that this stuff is actually up to the width from row to row. Now this is it. Now if I want to design a hero, just for the sake of these things, let me copy this and paste it here. So let's say if I want to design a hero, right, and I have some text here, so let me just bring this one. I have some text here and let me see if I can add layout grid just to make it final. So I have some text here, right? And I also have an image here. Permit me to also lift this image. Let me just lift just this image and put it here. I have this text here. I have this image here. Let's even assume this image does not even have rounded edges. Probably something like this. Let's count it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Pretty much something like this as well. You know, this could be the image. Ensure that they are actually centralized. All right, let's say I have something like this, right? So this is actually a nice design. Let's check it out. So this seems to be a nice design actually. Regular design that you might see in regular stuff, right? So if I have a hero that looks like this, one of the things that I don't want to do, I don't want to ensure that the next page that would actually come, that will be the next page, will now be something, let's say, now be this kind of page. If this, let's copy this and paste it here. If this kind of page comes next, right, this is actually not a good design. So if we have something like this now, right, we have something like this, this is actually not a good design, right? This is not a good design. So this is me now telling you that let's create the this thing version of it. Let me just convert this to something like this. So this is not a good design. So if you have something like this and you have something else like this as well, right, as a page, then this is not actually a good design. This is not a good design. This like this doesn't fit. So you could see it here, even with mock-up, doesn't go, right? This should actually not be a good design. So what then should be a good design? A good design now is when you're designing your layout, what you want to do when you have something like this, what should come next should actually be something that will look like this. So let's say something that will look like this. Let me centralize it. Let me assume that this heading is not like very large heading. So let's just call this one, let us say features. features. Let's make the text smaller texts. Let's say like 48 thereabouts, not bad. Centralize it, ensure that the line height is not that bad. Let's centralize this other one too, right? And probably just stretch this a bit. Ensure that this whole stuff is centralized too as well. And this button is being deleted. So let's see why this stuff is like this. Okay, this should actually look like this. Okay, everything looks nice. Okay, why is it acting up? Okay, see, I now select the entire stuff. So everything should look like this. So if we have something like this other one should be like this. The next section should actually look like probably something like this. So I'm dividing it by 4, by 4, and by 4 as well. Something like this. So this goes. So after this, right now, we can now still have another section. So let's take a look at it now. So after this, we can now have something like this now. So it goes. So this is better than this. You see? Let me bring this down a little bit. So this is better than this. So this now, this is not good. I'll not advise you to do something like this, but I'll advise you to actually do something like this. You see? So this is way better than this. So page layout. Now, let me start all over again. So when you want to design a web page and you want to come up with the structure of that particular web page, in other words, how are you going to place your elements across that particular web page? Now, the first thing you want to know that we design based on section by section. For example, if you take a look at the design we've done, how many sections have we done? We did the hero, we did the navbar, we did the hero, we did this trusted by section, we did this step section, we've done this plug-in feature section. So I could go ahead and do several and create other sections till I get to the footer section. At the end of the day, each time you want to design a web page, we'll go through about 4 sections. We'll design the navbar, we'll design the hero, then we'll design other sections, then we'll end up designing the footer. Right? So now, other section that you're designing, how are you going to ensure that the layout is not conflicting? Rule number 1, right? When you have a double column layout like this, if the hero is a double column, a 2-column layout, let the next section that is coming under the hero not be a 2-column layout again. So this won't go. At the same time, let me duplicate this as well. This again would not go. If this is like this and this is like this again would not go, right? This again will not go. So if you do something like this is also a very bad design, right? Something like this will also still not go. So at the end of the day, when you have a 2-column layout, this could actually go, right? Nonetheless, let's duplicate this as well. If you have a single column layout where we have something, let's say something that looks like this, right? A full-fledged stuff like this, probably something that looks like this, and let's say the navbar is even on top of it. So let's say this is the navbar like this, and there is no fill. Let me see if I can hide the background of the navbar. So let's say we have something like this. Let me give you something not fully white, but it's slightly gray. A slightly gray background of. Alright, let's see how that one is. Alright, cool. So let's say we have something like this, right? So our navbar, let's say this thing is an image or something of that nature or a text. In fact, let me even bring a text. So in fact, let's bring all of these things. Let's say this one is on top of it right now. Is this, okay, that's a rectangle. So let me bring it on top. Let's say this is on top of everything right now. So something like this. And let's say everything is centralized. The text itself, they are all centralized. So I'm trying to centralize the text. This one too is also centralized as well. This button too. Let me select the entire frame and ensure that everything is also centralized. And if I stretch this out a bit, and all this stuff could actually go forth like this as well. Let me just stretch it out a bit, stretch it out a bit. Let me see. Let me assume that this is it. and centralize it like this. So if we have something like this, so let's see how it looks like. So if we have something like this, the next one could actually be something like this. So this will actually go, right? So let's assume now that the background is an image. So that is the assumption here. So we could now have something like this too as well. So something like this could actually go. Or instead of me to have something like this, let me delete this one. Let me go and bring this particular one here. So something like this would actually sit in wall, and it would definitely move well. So because I have a background image here, you could see that this background and this background is also conflicting. So because to stop that conflicting now, that confliction, I will come over here and probably hide that particular background. Then I will now have something that looks like this. Then probably too as well, because I have this image here, I could say, okay, since this one is inside an image, let me ensure that this image on its own will show completely. So let me not hide it as well. So I need not to do anything about it. I just need to hide it now. So probably this particular image should show completely. Then we'll now have something like this, right? Which is really nice if you ask me. So something like this could still go really nice, perfect, and everything looks cool, everything looks nice, right? Because now we have this one like this, we have this one like this. But if this one is a double column, it will not go, right? So a single column and a double column will definitely flow well. A single column and a double column will definitely flow well. So you have something like this, you need not to worry. Your design will actually come out really nice. So something like this, you don't want it. Something like this, back to back, you don't want it. So let me try to summarize. I will not confuse you guys. So the first principle, when a hero has double column, don't follow it to a hero that has double column. When a hero has double column, right, to correct this, you should follow it with something like this, right? When a hero too has a single column, then a double column will actually follow it. Now, when a hero also have a double column like this, another thing, let's go to this one. When a hero has double column like this, don't worry, you could actually follow it with probably something like this as well, where we have a background. So let me just duplicate this and bring it here. So when a hero has double column, you could actually bring it with something that has a background like this as well, and this would also flow in well. So let's see that. So when it has a double column, you could also have something like this. It will also go in well, and it will flow well too as well. So now let's attempt to complete this particular page with the same principle. So if I stretch this right now, I could say, okay, I have features here. What other thing I want to have? Let's have this other one here. So I'll bring this one. So we could have something like this. So when you have a 3-column image like this, it is always good that the next section that wants to come, right, to be a section that has a background. Next section, a section that wants to come should be a section that has a background. So let's go and look for this. When something like this, it is also good that a next section that has a background. Then when you have something like this right now, you can now also follow it with also something that looks like this too as well. So something like this can also come to again as well. So when it is not hero, then this one now can also come to as well. Control Z. This can also come as well like this. So this one now will now be like this. I'm coming. So this will now look like this, right? So we'll now have this that looks like this. In fact, you can now have multiple of this as much as you like, as long as they are following each other in a tile format. So you can use your several tile format. Then we can now end it with a very nice footer. So you can now end it with a very nice footer. Let's give this footer like a footer, black color like this now. So you can now end it with a very nice footer. So now take a look at this particular layout structure now. So we have our hero, we have our text here, we have our image here. We scroll down, we have our features 3 column. We scroll down to, we have this particular one that has a background. We scroll down as well. We have the text here, we have an image here. We scroll down an image and the text here. So this just flow like tile. Observe it. Text, image, image, text, text, image. You can go as styles, then we can now have our footer, right? You can even go ahead and even, before you have your footer, you can also have something else and a testimonial or something. So we can choose to say, instead of before we have our footer, let's adjust this. Let's say before our footer comes in like this, let's have something like this that is going to act as our testimonial. So I could choose to have this here and say, let this one comes in down like this, right here. Let's have another thing again before our footer. And instead of this one to be a feature, let's call this one what people are saying about us, right? What others, what people, let's not try to be creative, what people are saying about us. Seems too long for a testimonial. The text seems too long, but just manage it. Right? So let's just assume that text is making sense, even though it doesn't sound. So what others? I've seen what others are saying. What others are saying. We don't need to put about us. What others are saying. Let's take this one off. Let's check it. Cool. So we could have it as a testimonial section there. Then we have our footer. So if you know how to arrange your design very well like this, it will be easy for you to have a very beautiful UI. So this is where we are going to round up our 7 days. Since we are rounding up here, I want to give us an assignment to try out. So in the course of these 7 days, we design the navbar, we design the hero section, we design our trusted buy section, we design this other section that has to do with steps. We also design this new feature section where you'll be able to see different features that comes with this particular product too as well. So go ahead and complete this design by designing sections like the admin dashboard section, the API section, the request a demo section, as well as the footer section. Go ahead and try and see if you can complete this particular landing page. When you do that, hit me up, let me know. Let me know if you guys enjoyed this 7 days UI design principle, and also let me know in the comment section if you guys would love a continuation of something similar like this. So that being said, hope to see you guys in our subsequent videos. And don't forget to check out NerdyEye, subscribe to the YouTube page, go on our website, go to nerdyi.com, subscribe, join our bootcamp, read the caption for more details, go to nerdyi.com, join our bootcamp, subscribe, and I'll hope to see you guys inside the main community. Goodbye.